Hey guys, it's GameFace and welcome back to episode 14 of my Leicester City career mode. Now today we've got this game against Stoke to play. It is obviously the replay of the game that we played in the previous episode. For those of you who didn't see the previous episode, we started to get a bit better and a bit more back on track, I suppose, from where we were a few weeks ago. So we managed to get ourselves a late goal through Daniel Amati against Stoke City, which got us a replay in this game. So it should be an interesting match, this one, and hopefully it's one that we can win to get into the next round of the FA Cup. But before I get into this episode, if we could go hit 25 likes on this video, it'd be really appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already. And let's get right into things. We will be finishing off the January transfer window in this episode as well. But first we have some player development to do. So let's have a look at the 5 players I'm going to go with. I think we'll just go with these 5. Although I'm a little bit tempted to get rid of Ezekiel. He wasn't being good enough really. And I don't think this is improving him much either. And players I want to try and improve. Well, it's difficult. I think maybe Sané's the player I'd like to improve. Gray's being pretty good for us as well. I think we'll go with Sané this time round. We'll go on chance creation, the harder difficulty, and try and get him going up and overall. We have paid a fair amount of money for him, so it's nice if we can try and get him up. Daniel Amati there going up on a couple of attributes, but nothing in terms of anybody's overalls. And I think we're just going to have to wait to get some more money through the door. I'm hoping to maybe try and get rid of Traore and get in Iheanacho at some point, but we're just going to have to wait, I think, and hope that we get some bids in for some of our players. We might actually have a bid in here. No, we don't. Monthly scouting update, first of all. And wow, this French keeper does look pretty good. We'll sign him, he's 15 years old. We'll reject this guy, reject another one, reject another, and I don't think we're too interested in Ben Yedder. No, we'll continue to scout him, I think, is what we'll do. And we'll have a look at Norwich City, who have actually said they're not interested in the player again. And this is for Mbakani, and it's 1.9 million and Traore. What I've done is I've finally listed Traore. I thought I'd already done that, but clearly not. And hopefully we can get rid of him, because we are really struggling to get in someone as his replacement now. We can't really go any further with those until we have some bids in for Traore. But what we'll probably do is maybe sim 2 or 3 hours, and if I can't find, if I'm not getting any bids in for Traore, then I'll have to find somebody else. Transfer offer in here, and this time it's for Jamie Vardy. I've decided to sim 3 hours, wait and see whether I had a bid in for Traore, and I don't. I'm not interested in getting rid of Jamie Vardy. He's too valuable for us, and the bid isn't really good enough, is it? 3.5 million. Liam Moore, loaning him out to Wigan. I'm going to do that in the hope that we can now use some of that money to try and sign Iheanacho. He has actually got a fairly big wage, so I'm pretty happy with that one. We'll quickly change the budget round, and hopefully we can put in a few more bids. Okay, the bids I'm going to put in is just going all out, 2.7 million and Traore for Mbakani, and we are going to go for Iheanacho, also putting the same bid, and hopefully we can get him in. I'm hoping to try and get in Iheanacho over Mbakani, although I suppose it's difficult to tell because Mbakani will give us so much height and strength going forward, which obviously Iheanacho doesn't have. So I'm going to take a look at some other strikers as well, and see if I can find any that fit what I'm after. I use another one that I'm going to go with, hopefully try and get him in, but again it's going to be a tough one. These are just loads of random offers basically, in the hope that some of them get accepted and we can get somebody through the door before the end of the transfer window. Another player that I'm interested in, Troy Deeney. We're getting towards the end of this list now, of big players that could come off the bench and try and do something. I'm so annoyed about the Juve one. He would have been a really good player for us, fits everything I was after, fast and strong, and really will be a quality player off the bench to have. And I think that might be my final one for Igalo. 2.7 million and Traore yet again for him. And I think I will stop looking through them. They're only actually halfway through the list. So hopefully some of those get accepted. 7 hours left to try and sign somebody. And I'm just hoping like all the wages are fine and everything like that, because we don't have a very big budget. That's the only issue. A lot of emails coming back. Hopefully some of them are being accepted. But first, we do have Barnett, our after. Chudori, who is one of our young centre mids. I'm actually going to stall on that one a little bit. He's only on 2,250, and he actually did a really good game for us the other day, so I'm going to stall that one for a bit, and I'll decide by the end of the transfer window whether I get rid of him. The likelihood is I probably won't actually get rid of him, so I think I'll just reject it now. There's no point stalling it, thinking about it, because I will want to keep him. And let's have a look how many have been rejected. So Man City are not interested in the player still. Oh, Stoke have accepted it. That's probably the only one that's actually going to work. Will I have enough wage to get him in, though? Oh, I probably won't have enough wage to get Crouch in. And they have again rejected that. Southampton recently moved, so that's fine. Not interested in the player again. Not interested in the player. We are interested in the player. We want 5.8 million. I think I went all out into that one, so yeah, I can't go any further with that. There was like 8.5 million in total. They accepted the Crouch deal, but they're not interested in the player again with that one, and same with most of them. In fact, all of them, other than Crouch, who is a player that I probably can't afford his wage, to be honest. I didn't think about that one. Wow, that is close. I need 1.7 million to buy him, and his wage is 20 grand. That was very close. He could be the only player I can get in. That obviously means that Traore won't be going out. But yeah, we are going to go with important first team player. I think off the bench, he could still do something for us. I really think he could. And I'm sure it'd be better than what Traore's done anyway. So I'm happy to try and get him in. Obviously, those other bids don't appear to have worked out, so it looks like Traore will be staying, but I suppose it gives us a bit more depth in the team. Let's wait and see whether Stoke do have everything accepted, and he wants 25 grand. Really, he wants 25 grand, which is not something I have. Okay, I need to decide what I'm going to have to do here. Okay, so I can't really afford the 25 grand, I'd need another 300 grand from somewhere. And so, yeah, we are going to offer him the 25 grand, and hopefully we somehow get the extra 300 grand during that time. I doubt I will, but let's just wait and see what happens. Hopefully we get a transfer offer in. I'm kind of wondering whether I should have accepted the centre-mid offer for Traore, my youngster, but that's just the way it is. I don't know if we are going to get anybody else in. Okay, it's got that desperate. I'm actually going to look at Will Keane as a potential loan player. That's how desperate it's got to try and get in a striker. He's tall, he's 6'2". Yeah, we'll just see what he does. I mean, he might be better than Traore. He's obviously not going to be good enough overall for us. But hopefully in game he's going to be a little bit better. So yeah, basically what's happened is Crouch has accepted the contract as you'd expect. But we have 4 hours left to try and find some money, which could happen with these 2 emails. Okay, this could still happen. If I loaned him out, what would be the point? Because I still wouldn't really have enough money, I don't think, would I? That extra 2 grand's not going to give us an extra 300,000, is it? So we will leave that one for now, and we have signed Will Keane. And again, we'll leave it to the final few hours, I'd imagine, just to make sure we have no other transfer offers coming in. Doesn't appear that we do, so we are just going to accept it before it goes. And what will we do with this? Again, we'll just reject that one. And sadly, we haven't signed any strikers. Obviously, not permanent strikers anyway. We have got Will Keane here, but it looks of it on loan, which is an okay signing, but it's certainly not what I was after, really. I wanted someone that was good to replace Traore, but sadly, that is not what we're going to get. And sadly, I can't also get Peter Crouch in. But yeah, that is going to be it for the transfer window, I'd imagine. Now, let's quickly go through the last hour and let's see whether we do have any more offers. Not that it would help us anyway, and it doesn't look like we do. So we can move on to the Stoke City game shortly once I've looked through a couple more emails. Training injury, my right back's out for 3 weeks. Olkowski with a pulled quad. That isn't good news for us. Delat's been awful when he's played. So really I need to look at possibly playing Armati in that position. Again, we'll have a little look at the team before the Stoke match. And he wants to go. Where's Morgan? Because he's not been selected. That's fair enough, really. I mean, he hasn't been played that often. But that's because he's not been good enough. So that's just what I've done. I'll be back in a minute once I've decided on the team to play against Stoke City. Okay, this is the team that I've picked. I've started Dragowski in goal, as you'd expect, with it being a cup game. Amati at right back. Where's Morgan does start this game. And Ben Lillewayne at centre-back alongside him. Schlupp on the left-hand side of defence with Gray in front of him. Drinkwater and Chowdhury starting midfield alongside Dyer. And yeah, I've decided to put in the youngster there. He's actually gone up 1 overall since we last looked at him. Bit of a strange one. He did have a good game for us in the previous match that we had against Stoke, I think it was. So I've put him back in the team again. Ikezel starts at centre attacking mid, or just behind Will Keane, who starts after signing a loan for us. 66 overall. It's not as bad as I thought. He does have some decent attributes somewhere. But yeah, he does seem like he could maybe do a better job than obviously Blythe was doing. We'll have to wait and see how he gets on against Stoke City. Hopefully we can get ourselves into the next round. And again, we're back to being in the snow, which isn't good for us because we don't really seem to do too well in the snow. But hopefully this game is going to be a good one, and hopefully we can score more than 1 goal. We have been struggling in both career modes, to be honest, to get more than 1 goal on World Class. So hopefully that can be changed in this game against Stoke. Ezekiel looking to finally get past the defenders. doesn't seem to really be able to do it with much conviction, but that is a brilliantly won penalty. An awful challenge from Imbula, and we have got ourselves a penalty. Not too much longer left of this first half, 7 minutes I think it is, and he's just hacked him down there. I wasn't really too sure where to go with the ball either. I was trying to play it across the goal. I've kind of ran out of ideas a little bit, and we have got Dyer for some reason stepping up. Don't know why he's taking it. Do we have anyone better? No is the answer, so Dyer will be taking it. Can he get ourselves a goal to make it 1-0? And he has done. And 40 minutes in, we're finally in the lead against Stoke City from the penalty spot. 1-0. That's a decent goal for us to get ourselves into the lead. We were struggling a little bit to create any chances, so we definitely needed that. And that is over the first half. Still winning the game 1-0. We'll keep things the same going into the second half. No way, that's an awful goalkeeping error. Dragowski's not done anything wrong for us at all when he's played, but that is really bad. You've got to try and catch that one. And it's cost us a goal. 1-1 now. And is that Shaqiri? No, Charlie Adam with the header, I think it is. Come out of nowhere as well. In fact, it's Glenn Whelan. It's come out of nowhere, that one. Really disappointing. And that's just down to Dragowski making a really poor goalkeeping error. And it's now 1-1. Okay, 3 changes now. We're going to bring on Okazaki, Vardy and Kante, 3 of the big guns. And we're taking off Chowdhury, who has been okay. He's not been great. And Nizakel, who has really not done too much for us. And when he's tried to do something, he's just not done it well enough. Keanu, I'm just taking off due to a lack of quality. He's actually had an okay game for us. Hopefully those 3 changes will improve things. And hopefully get ourselves another goal. So what, Dragowski has been all over the place in goal for us today. He's just given them a corner. He's just really tried to flap at that one. I don't feel confident about him coming out there. And yeah, he's had a really poor game actually, which is strange because he's played so well when he's played before. And yeah, he has been pretty average in this game. And at the moment we are looking like we're going to concede at any point. We just need to get the ball away if we can. And make sure people are in the right positions. Where's Morgan out on the left hand side there? But Vardy's won it back off Walshide. This is a brilliant chance to secure the win. 5 minutes left. Long way to run and he's finished it off, Jamie Vardy. He had a long way to run still though. Won it back just after the halfway line, I think it was. And we finished it off 2-1. Finally got ourselves 2 goals in a game. And a decent finish there past Shay Given. Didn't really ever look like missing, I don't think, there, Jamie Vardy. And he might well have just got us into the next round with that goal. Vardy again winning it back off the defender. I think it's Walshine. He's won it back off again. And it's this time a good save from Shay Given. Onto Danny Drinkwater's left. Blocks Okazaki. Gets a toe to it. And it was nearly 3-1 there. But it's, again, a couple of other good blocks from the Stoke City defenders. And that is it. We've won the game 2-1. Into the next round we go. Fantastic result there. Again, got ourselves another win, which is good news. In terms of chances, we obviously dominated them. Possession, we didn't do too badly, considering what we usually get. It has been worse than that before. But again, we've got this game against Man City coming up now in the league, I think it is. So that's a huge game for us. And again, we will be playing that one. Few games being rescheduled. That might be the Man City one there. I think it just said the Arsenal one. I'm not too sure. Prize money 90 grand for going through into the next round. And Fuchs' suspension is over, so we can play against Man City now. Important game against Man City. If we do win the match then, alright, we only go up 1 place, but we actually start to go a lot nearer to those other 9 teams above us. So we desperately need to win this game. Man City are in 4th at the moment. They're actually only 8 points in front of us, but obviously if we get this win, that would make it 5 points in front of us. So the gap's starting to grow, and if we don't win this game, then it could be quite a large gap in between us and Man City. We don't want that to happen, so I'm going to change around a few things. I'll be back in a second once I've done that. Okay, I've decided to change things around for this game against Man City. I was looking at their predicted lineup on the news page, which you can do, and it said that they are going to play 4-4-2 by the looks of it, so Aubameyang and Iheanacho appear to be playing up front. So to counter that, I've gone with 5 in midfield to try and pack it as much as possible. Then we're going to hit them on the break and play counter-attacking against them. So hopefully that's going to work. The Lats obviously having to start this game because I don't have too many other options. Amati's starting literally just in front of the defence. I'll quickly change that so that he just tries to sit there throughout the game. And other than that, we've got Camarasa coming in because Danny Drinkwater's a little bit tired. Sané starts on the left, Mahrez on the right, and Vardy up front. That means Okazaki will start on the bench. So does Traore actually for this game, just in case we need him. Hopefully he can perform a bit better if we do need him. But that is going to be it for the team. Let's move on now, seeing how we get on against Man City. Already this is starting to frighten me a little bit. Benzema's appeared in the lineup. That wasn't in the predicted thing. Okay, we might have to change this already. I'm not really too sure what's going to happen here. And here it is. So it is 4-4-2 as we expected. Hart starts on the bench. Same with Iheanacho. So yeah, this is the team that I expected, other than, I think, just Benzema coming in. Their new signing, I'm pretty sure they signed late on in the January transfer window. So it doesn't change too many things. Obviously, they've got two quality strikers now up front. Iheanacho is good, obviously, but not like Benzema, who's world class. So it's going to be a tough game, this one, and we're just going to have to play on the counter-attack, I think, for most of this match. Trying to play Vardy through over the top. It's a decent ball, actually. He's held it up well to Marty. Now going to look for Vardy again with the ball through. That's a great pass. Marty, and oh, fantastic. Jamie Vardy with the goal. What a ball through. What a start. 5 minutes in. The counter-attack appears to be working, and especially with that 5 in midfield as well. Brilliant ball through from Marty. Just look at this. Waits for Jamie Vardy to get in the right place. And from there, he's beating Kolarov with his pace and slots it past Willy Caballero. 1-0 already. Oh my god, it's played back to Mahrez. Trying to put a ball in. And again, hasn't quite found it, but Sané on the edge of the box. Good save from Caballero. And not quite got there with Jamie Vardy out for a corner. Nearly at half time now. Fuchs to take it. And hasn't quite found Sané. And that is it for the first half. Still win the game 1-0. We'll keep things the same though going into the second half. Vardy's just beaten Company's won it back off him. Can we make it 2-0 with not long to go? Off the post, and he gets the finish. Oh my god, that was very lucky. 8 minutes left now in this match. And we've somehow won it back off Company there. We tried to get past him one-on-one as Man City have thrown loads of players forward. Got a bit of luck there off the post, and he gets the rebound. 2-0. And I think we've definitely deserved it so far. Look for a third again with Jamie Vardy. Again beats Company. Across the box to Mahrez. And, oh, it was not quite going to go across the line, that one. Oh, Kante's made it 3-0. 3 minutes left, out of nowhere, on the edge of the box. And we've absolutely demolished them in the end. I think we got it spot on, though, with the tactics that we played. Really did just work that one on the edge of the box. And it's curled into the bottom right-hand corner. 3-0. And it's probably the best one that we've had all season. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. That's going to be a red. A red for Huth, I'd imagine. Didn't quite mean to do that in the 90th minute. Ah, well, we've got plenty of centre-backs. And that is it. We've won the game 3-0 on World Class against Man City. I nearly said professional then, but it's definitely World Class. We've beaten them on. And, yeah, very happy with that result. 3 points. And hopefully we can move up. I think that's just the one place that we've moved up, obviously depending on other results. But those 3 points are obviously quite vital in getting closer to Man City and other teams up there. So we've got ourselves a good win there. And 10th in the league now, not too bad. And that is it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If we go hit 25 likes on this video, we really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to go subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.